Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Thank you so much if you are subscribed. I am super excited. Mental health, really quick about what's going on with that. I've been pretty good lately. I'm still on a higher dose of amygdala. I do actually need to call my psychiatrist to make another appointment. I canceled my counseling last week because I've been pretty good and I was working on all of my songs that I uploaded the other day, which if you guys haven't checked them out, please do. I spent a lot of time editing and mixing them, so I did not get much sleep in the last 2 nights, but I slept quite a bit this afternoon. But yeah, when I don't get enough sleep, like I'm super emotional and get angry easily. And it's so easy for me if I don't get enough sleep. Like if I stayed up all night one night or couldn't sleep all night and didn't sleep for maybe a couple hours, there's a very strong chance that I could have a full-blown episode even though I'm on medication. So I have to really, really pay attention to that. That's really important, and anyone with bipolar disorder should know that. Because you have to really watch out for that. I know a lot of my viewers are not in the US. So in the US, we have probably the most hated president of all time, as far as I can tell. But there are also a number of people who are absolutely in love with that same guy. The last year, there's been, coronavirus and a lot of police brutality and people dying. I don't know if you've heard about it if you're in another country, but there's been so much police brutality in the Black Lives Matter movement. But last night I realized, because I had a really shitty education, because I basically dropped out of high school. I did go back, but getting a GED is not the same thing. But let this be a lesson to you guys. If you are someone who's dropped out of college or dropped out of high school and you do end up getting your diploma through adult school, GED, whatever, you can go to college. And I didn't know that when I was younger, so I hope that you guys know that. I needed somebody to tell me that I could still go to college, because I thought I failed out of high school. No college was going to let me go there, but not true. So the election. Businesses are boarding up in my city because they're anticipating political unrest, which will probably happen. Which I don't know if that's going to happen if that type of situation is going on in other countries, but I went down a rabbit hole last night. I really I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, I need to look at every country on every continent, and see what the situation with coronavirus is there. So I'm going to YouTube and I'm typing in Australia coronavirus, Iran coronavirus, Germany coronavirus, Italy coronavirus, and the news comes up, and each one, the latest news is like, there's a resurgence, we're locking down the country, social distancing has to take place. And here in the US, people are very angry about it. And I can't remember where it was. I think it might have been Australia. I don't know. There was another country, and they also had several people refusing to wear masks. And the most shocking thing for me about it was that, yes, I knew that coronavirus was all over the world. I was fully aware of that. But I wasn't really fully aware of the fact that the same thing is happening everywhere. People are even more divided than they have ever been in all the countries, and people are dying at an increasing rate. And I was thinking, I don't know if they're ever gonna find a cure for this. And a lot of people are talking about herd immunity, which is basically you just ignore the virus and its evolution, and people that die from it, and the people that don't are going to build up antibodies and immunities to it. And I think that that's happening, and I think that is going to continue to happen. I think that the whole point of social distancing was to slow that process so that the hospitals weren't overwhelmed and stuff. But, and that's still the process that's happening. But I don't know what else they can do. Like, I think a vaccine would be a beautiful answer, but I also think it's a fantasy, because so many people have coronavirus and it's all over the world. And you guys should know, like, the reason why they freak out about people taking too many antibiotics is because viruses and stuff, they mutate. So they get worse and worse over time, and they become more powerful against medication. So I have no idea how they're gonna, and this is completely my opinion, you guys, but this is what I observed last night. So it was kind of a trip. This has been a crazy, crazy year for everybody, but in the US it's been difficult because our administration doesn't have a lot of, how do I put this? The president of the US does not have an overtly obvious compassion for people. He has an overtly obvious passion for business, but not for people. And I don't know the man. I don't know a lot about him. I don't know a lot about his policies or anything like that. All I know is that he's an asshole when he talks on TV and he says like racist things, and he's completely sexist from my observation. Don't know him, don't know if any of that's true, but that's how it appears from what I've seen. Anyway, so yes, maybe at 9 o'clock tonight, shit's gonna start happening. Who knows if I'm gonna be able to sleep tonight, but I have to. But the good news is I did take like a long nap today because I had to. I spent some time writing this morning and then I took a long nap. Anyways, I was going to tell you guys something else, and I forgot. Vote. Vote, 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 wherever you are. One of the things I noticed last night is that there is pretty much political unrest in a lot of different countries right now, if not all of them. And it's kind of scary the way the world is going. So, being that it's the end of the world and everything, I hope that you guys are living it up, paying attention to your mental health, taking your medication if you need to, and staying healthy. Anyways, that's all I got. Vote, you guys. Vote, vote, vote. Fingers crossed that we are on the way to a better world and a better future. Bye.